want to thank you, our viewers. I am so blessed to have found East Tennessee and found an acceptance here far greater than any I have ever dreamed of. You have been and you are so gracious, so loyal, so generous. You have accepted me as part of your family. You've called me friend. And I thank you for that acceptance, and for that honor. And for the last time, thanks for watching all those years, and have a good evening.
That was in December of 2000. And 1 year ago today, we lost Bill Williams. He inspired a generation of journalists, bringing together families. He was a mentor and certainly a friend. He died at the age of 91, and Todd will reflect on him in a moment. But first, we want to hear from some of our colleagues here at WBIR.
When I think of Bill Williams, I think of lunch. Long after we worked together side by side, we made a point of getting together for lunch every month, and it was beautiful because we would catch up with each other, we would laugh, we would recount memories, we would tear up on occasion. But those memories, they remain here, and I, on this day, I think back with a smile.
Kind of being the gold standard of journalism, he was the man everyone could look up to in this newsroom, and I just am so grateful that I got the chance to know him. When I came here, there was a brief time where he came back to sort of help with an anchor transition. That was in 2006 when I was here the first time. So I really got to know him then, and he was so kind to this young, inexperienced journalist. I remember he would come in on Sundays when I was working, because I worked weekends back then, to work on Monday's Child, and he'd always stop by and talk to me. It was so encouraging, and I will absolutely never forget that.
He truly was such an icon, and just being in his presence, you knew that you were among greatness. And he was also, I say he was humble, but he also knew how big of a star he was. He loved his family, he loved East Tennessee, he loved what he did, truly, truly. And I'll never forget the day that he passed away. It was like a shock. I thought he was immortal, you know, he would never die. But in the years since he's passed, I hope that he's watching down on us and that he's proud of what we continue to do here at Channel 10, because he laid the groundwork for who we are today. I'm so thankful for Bill Williams.
And we all are. And Todd, he was a survivor too. A lot of people may not know, but he lost his voice in a fight at near the end of his life, and he worked so hard to get it back, and actually came back and anchored a newscast.
Of course he did.
Of course he did,
right?
That is so Bill Williams.
He led by example.
He certainly did.
Sincere, caring, genuine, straight from the heart. He led by example, and tremendous legacy. We'll remember him forever.
We miss you, Bill.